Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today news from our New York studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin in Karachi, where Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi is continuing efforts to mobilize Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf supporters ahead of the party's nationwide street movement. Afridi visited the Karachi Press Club and was later scheduled to meet party workers across different parts of the city. He praised Sindh's hospitality, describing Karachi as more welcoming than Lahore, and said verbal approval had been granted for a rally planned for Sunday. The chief minister also criticized the imprisonment of PTI founder Imran Khan, calling it inhumane, and stressed that peace and stability cannot be achieved without inclusive decision-making that involves local stakeholders, particularly on security-related matters. The visit has drawn sharp criticism from the federal government. Prime Minister's advisor on political affairs, Rana Sanaullah, described Afridi's Karachi mobilization as illegal activity and questioned the legitimacy of his travel. Sanaullah said the planned February 8th wheel jam strike violates the law and claimed PTI lacks the strength to block roads nationwide. In response, PTI's information advisor said the strike call came from opposition leader Mahmood Khan Achakzai and that PTI is only supporting the move. Sanaullah has also insisted that PTI's street campaign will fail and attract only limited participation, while Afridi continues his meetings in Karachi to energize party supporters and outline future plans. For more on the situation in Karachi, we're joined by our correspondent Clara Bennett. Clara is on the ground in Karachi.
The atmosphere here in Karachi remains politically charged as PTI leaders intensify outreach efforts ahead of the planned street movement. Party workers say meetings with the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa chief minister are aimed at building momentum and coordination across Sindh. However, there is also a visible security presence, reflecting official concerns over public order. Analysts here believe the coming days will be crucial in determining whether the planned protests gain wider traction. Back to you.
Thank you, Clara, for that update. Meanwhile, Alima Khan, the sister of PTI founder Imran Khan, has said her brother is being held in solitary confinement and that the family has no reliable information about his health or condition. Speaking outside an anti-terrorism court, she accused the government of defying court orders and deliberately delaying cases to prevent the granting of bail. Alima Khan also said warrants had been issued against her and criticized the handling of legal proceedings. She claimed several cases involving Imran Khan and Bushra Bibi are being postponed, and contrasted what she called Sindh's more sensible approach with road blockages seen in Punjab. In Lahore, opposition leader Mahmood Khan Achakzai criticized the treatment of PTI and the conduct of the state during a gathering at Iwan-e-Adil. The head of Tehreek-e-Tahaffuz in Pakistan questioned claims that Pakistan remains an Islamic state amid allegations of police brutality against protesters and mistreatment of detainees. Achakzai said PTI continues to enjoy strong public support but blamed a lack of discipline and organization within the party for former Prime Minister Imran Khan's continued imprisonment. He urged peaceful protests on February 8th, calling them essential for demanding justice and constitutional rights. Turning to the economy, Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal has revealed that Pakistan virtually suffered an internal default in April 2022. He said the Ministry of Finance at the time lacked funds to release the final installment of the development budget during the last days of the Imran Khan-led government. Speaking to JO Pakistan, Iqbal said the economy has since made a remarkable recovery under the current coalition government, with inflation dropping significantly and international rating agencies upgrading Pakistan's credit outlook. He added that the IMF program will continue through 2027 and highlighted measures aimed at boosting exports and long-term growth. Internationally, widespread anti-government protests continue across Iran, where at least 62 people have been killed during 2 weeks of demonstrations. Authorities have imposed a near-total internet blackout lasting more than 24 hours in an effort to curb communication and prevent further mobilization. Independent monitoring groups say access to social media and messaging platforms remains severely restricted. The unrest reflects growing public dissatisfaction and has drawn increasing international scrutiny over the government's handling of civil freedoms. And in the United States, tensions are escalating in Minneapolis following the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Renee Good by an ICE agent during a federal immigration operation. The incident has sparked widespread civil unrest. While the Department of Homeland Security has labeled the act domestic terrorism, bystander video appears to show agents firing as Good attempted to drive away. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has authorized the National Guard to stage in the city as local leaders demand federal agents leave the state. The FBI has now taken sole control of the investigation, adding to growing friction between state and federal authorities. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.